What is going on, guys? This is EK1 Gaming here, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 build video. This is another Titan build, but believe me, this is probably the best one out there. Now, on this build, you are going to be surviving. You're not going to be using classy restoration. You're also going to have an absolute ridiculously powerful melee attack. And well, you're going to have all three of the aspects procced. Now, if you do enjoy the video, of course, as usual, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment in the comment section below for your chance to win that Pride emblem. You can also comment on all of our other Destiny 2 videos, and the more videos you comment on, the higher chance you'll have of winning. We will be picking multiple winners, so keep doing the comments, keep following all of our videos, and good luck to everybody. So to start with, of course, we are running solar, and we're going for the burning maul super ability. So you summon a flaming maul and crush your enemies with the force of an earthquake. So you press to spin the maul in a circle around you, damaging nearby targets, and then you slam them all on the ground to create a cyclone of flames. It is quite powerful, and it did get quite a bit of a buff, and it's a pretty good, decent super to have on the Titan. The hammers really just don't cut it for me. For the grenade, we are going to go with the fusion grenade. Now, you can use thermite or whatever you like. I just decided to mix it up a little bit and use the fusion because I think it's pretty powerful. Again, it's a very good grenade to use. Thermite also a fantastic choice here, so you can mix and match whatever you prefer. And for the melee, of course, you are going to want the throwing hammer. Now, you throw a hammer from a distance. Picking up a thrown hammer fully recharges your melee ability. If the hammer strikes a target, picking it up grants cure. So basically, we're going to be utilizing the hammer quite a bit. Not as much as you may think, but we are going to be using a melee ability. You can see it in the background on the footage there, and it does absolutely ridiculous damage. But hey, select the throwing hammer, and then you're going to want the smaller barricade, and also the whatever jump you want. Really, it's up to you. Preference is yours. So now going into the aspects, and how do we run all three of them? Well, the first one is Roaring Flames. It's going to give us 2 fragment slots. So final blows with solar abilities or ignitions increase the damage of your solar abilities, and it stacks 3 times. So we're definitely going to want this one equipped. Don't worry about Sol Invictus yet. We're going to take a look at that in just a second, and how we can proc that as well as the next one, which is none other than Consecration. Now, what this does, it gives you 2 fragment slots. While sliding, you activate your charged melee ability to launch a wave of solar energy forward, damaging and scorching targets in front of you as you leap into the air. While airborne, activate your melee again to slam the ground and create a second larger wave of damaging solar energy. If the wave hits a scorched target, they ignite. This is ridiculously powerful. You've probably just seen it in the footage. You'll see it again here. It literally hits so hard. People are using this build in master lost sectors and pretty much 2-tapping the bosses. So usually it would take a few shots of a galley, maybe 3 or 4 shots of the galley to kill the boss. You can do 2 of these attacks and bang, the boss is dead. Definitely worth using this one. Now, you may be asking how we're getting our third aspect. Well, the helmet will tell that, but first off, let's go through the fragments. And the first one being Ember of Empyrean. Now, Ember of Empyrean gives you solar weapon or ability final blows, extend the duration of restoration, and radiant effects applied to you. We are going to be having ×2 restoration. We're going to be radiant. We're going to have Sol Invictus. We're going to have every single buff you can imagine going once we get these ability kills. So we're going to have Roaring Flames as well. You can see in the background now, healing, Roaring Flames, Markov Chain, Radiance. We're going to have the lot. So guys, this build honestly needs Ember of Empyrean. Now, you just have to pair that up with Ember of Searing. So Ember of Searing, defeating scorched targets, which they will be scorched from our melee attack. You are going to be granted melee energy for defeating those scorched targets. Targets are always going to be scorched when we're using this build, so it's definitely worth having Ember of Searing on to go with the Ember of Empyrean. And then we're going to go ahead and go with Ember of Singeing. So Ember of Singeing, your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. Again, we're going to be getting that barricade back faster, which is going to link into some other parts of the build, which is going to give us that restoration ×2. So, and we're always scorching targets, so it's pretty much a no-brainer. We're going to get all of our abilities, melee and grenades back very fast in this build. And then last but certainly not least is Ember of Torches. Now, powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. So we're going to have restoration, radiant. We're going to be extending that. We're going to get all those buffs. We're going to get our melee back fast. We're going to get our grenade back fast. We're also going to get our barricade back fast, which is going to give us healing and that restoration. So guys, honestly, this absolutely incredible build, as I keep saying. Let's get into the actual build breakdown so you guys can see what gear we're running and how we're doing this build. And now for the build breakdown. For the primary weapon, we're using Monte Carlo, which is an auto rifle. And for the reason of Monte Carlo method, weapon damage reduces melee ability cooldown. So we're definitely going to be getting our melee back a lot faster. As you can see in the video clips, when we're landing shots and doing damage with this weapon, we'll be getting that energy back. Secondary, we've gone for a solar. You can do whatever you want really here. I like something with incandescent on there, and I've gone unrelenting incandescent on a callus mini tool. Also, the new solar bow is very good in this if you've got incandescent on that as well. And then for heavy, again, you can pretty much use whatever you like. I've gone for the new Storm Chaser linear fusion rifle from the dungeon with rapid hit and firing line. This is only good in a team because firing line doesn't proc really when you're solo. You do need to be near your teammates. For the build as a whole, we're going to want to concentrate on resilience to get that 40% damage reduction, and then also discipline. So discipline decreases the cooldown time of your grenades, allowing you to use them more often. So I will be chucking a lot of grenades, and we will be getting grenade energy back, and also we'll be utilizing our Loreley Splendor helm. So for this build, the Loreley Splendor helm, we're running solar. We've gone for a resilience mod. We've gone to ashes to asset, so gain bonus super energy on grenade kills. Again, we're going to be utilizing grenade and melee energy and melee kills. And then I've gone harmonic siphon. Rapid weapon, final blows with damage matching your subclass type creates an orb of power. So basically we can create orbs with our callus mini tool. Not with our primary, but with our secondary. And with this helmet, if we do pop our barricade or we get enough damage to proc our barricade, it simply activates Sol Invictus, taking away the ability or the need for classy restoration. We're going to get the healing, we're going to get restoration ×2 just by popping our barricade or by taking enough damage where it automatically procs it. You can change this out if you do want to put any of these other ones on. If you've got something, if you're using like a fusion rifle, you can put that on as well. And then we've gone for Well of Life. So picking up a solar elemental well grants increased regeneration for a short period of time. We're going to be producing a lot of elemental wells here, and then we're going to be picking up a lot. I believe it's like 4 every time we get a kill with our solar abilities. So you are going to be getting those solar wells, and you're going to be getting that healing from it as well. For the arms, we've also gone for solar, and I've gone for a minor discipline mod on here. I've gone for impact induction. Now with the arms, I only went for impact induction twice, because I know that when hard content comes out, we're going to be switching out to any of the champion mods. So this is good for now. Causing damage with a melee attack reduces your grenade cooldown. We don't really need to reduce the grenade cooldown anymore. However, this is going to get it back pretty much instantly. But when we're doing hard content, just switch out for whatever champion mod you like. It's not going to affect the build because a lot of it will be that melee damage and melee energy rather than the grenade energy. We're also using bountiful wells. So elemental well mods that cause you to spawn elemental wells can now stack, spawning additional wells for each additional copy of the mod you have. So this is where we're going to be getting those 4 elemental wells. I'll explain to you how that will work in just a second, but this basically just means you can stack elemental well mods, so such as you know, melee wow maker, which we're going to be using in this build. So your chest piece can be whatever you want it to be. However, you're probably going to want to have as arc, not solar. Don't follow me on this one if you don't want to, because you're going to want Armor of the Dying, which is reduced incoming damage from combatants, solar and void. And then you can also have the arc one if you have an arc chest piece on. Or you can just click whatever you want of here. So you can have like solar resistance again if you wanted. Or whatever you want to go with really. But arc is generally the choice you would go for. And have the arc reduction here as well. We're also going for melee wow maker. So powered melee combatant final blows. Spawn elemental wells matching your subclass energy type. So this goes hand in hand with bountiful wells, and meaning we can stack as many melee wow makers as we like. So we could put like 3 on or 4 on, and then it will give us more elemental wells when we drop. We're not going to put that many on, but I will show you in just a second. Leg armor, again, you can really go with whatever you want on here. I go for solar just simply because I want the recuperation. And then that means replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of power. We are going to be generating orbs of power. And then also reduces your grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power with innovation. So we will generate those orbs with our secondary weapon from the mod that was on our helmet. And also then we're double stacking. So we're melee well maker. And then we're going to get more elemental wells from double stacking these because of bountiful wells. So on the Titan Mark, we're running double utility kickstart. So you're going to want a stasis one. You can have arc if you like. We're stacking melee well maker for the 3rd time. So we're actually getting 4 wells every time we get a kill with our abilities. You can, instead of having this on here, you could use elemental time dilation, or if you go to arc, you could use seeking wells. So the wells basically travel to you. You'll still get 3 wells, but they will come to you. You won't have to go and run over them. For me, we're up in their face anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I have to run over the wells. And I love just getting all 4 of those wells. It pretty much gets your melee ability instantly back, give or take a few shots with the Monte Carlo. So that again is the end of today's video. Be sure if you enjoyed this build, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and a little notification bell to be notified every time we upload Destiny 2 content. Once again, thank you for your support, everybody. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.